Tour fans, you beautiful, bright, beautiful people. This is generally when I go online, just so that you're aware, and retweet the live stream and share the live stream on my regular Facebook. And it's kind of one of those things where you really wish there was an open. Check this out.
Your destination is on the left.
That's just going to get better as things go along. They're just going to get better and better. Let me check the chat right quick and see. Oh, open in browser. I forgot to do that. There we go. Come on. Show me the chat. And now I'll show you the chat. I guess I didn't do that one, but anywho, let's see. We got Cindy Jeffries, Rachel Cooper. Yep, definitely. That's going to be kind of the ongoing focus, is getting part 2 launched. Just a quick update. Well, not update, but reminder. I actually learned where the little bar was, and it's right there. And these are the links that you can use to... Mr. Treason DJ. I wonder who that could be. Streamlabs.com/LoveAmericaTour if you'd like to tip the stream. That goes directly into the PayPal account for Love America Tour. The big push is for GoFundMe.com/LoveAmericaTour. That is how we get the boys back out on the road. To keep them out on the road is the LibraPay.com/LoveAmericaTour. Lots of options, and they're right there. By the way, Al, if you're watching, this is the pen that didn't disappear into the ether that we were talking about on the phone earlier. So, in any case, I wanted to kind of let you know what was going on. We are now bi-weekly. We'll be broadcasting on Saturdays at 7 o'clock, doing basically what we've said since the beginning that we're going to do. We're going to do some follow-up interviews. We'll get the end of the week roll-up from the road crew. We'll do some interactions with some other people here and there. Today, we have a follow-up with Matt from, he's the general manager in Emerald Pointe. We're going to have a special guest. Ryan Albrecht will be coming on. I don't know if I said that right, Ryan, and if I mispronounced it, I'm sorry, but he'll be coming on briefly to share yet another project that he's heading up. And then we'll get in with the road crew. So if you got any questions or anything, be thinking about that, and then we will go on home. So, Samantha, the GoFundMe is getting closer to reaching the goal. As soon as that does, part 2 starts, and that's what I'm getting from the production team and everybody. Now, on Wednesdays is going to be a little bit different. We are planning to still get announcements from the road crew at the end, but it's going to be a little bit less formal, a little bit less structured. We'll have special guests on, not re-interviews, but interviews with possibly some famous people, possibly some folks that have been working in the background, just to kind of let you know who they are, or people who have been very supportive of the show. This coming Wednesday, I believe we've got Bobby Ben will be on. So if you have any questions for him, that's Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central. And of course, Saturdays, we do this. So real quick, let me check the chat. Everything looks good. Rachel, I donated to the old GoFundMe page before it changed. Will my donation still help get the second segment off the ground? Yes, Rachel, it will. Actually, in a conversation with the production team, that was brought up, is that there had been some donations go to the old GoFundMe. The people that do that. Ben Easterday and Corin Nemec. I don't mess with that. But they are aware with it. I'm sorry, I'm taking a look at the chat. Let me run this over here so you can see what I'm looking at. So Corin left his phone at home and is almost at the shop. Can you get me hooked up here to stream him? That's from LoveAmericaTour. I assume that's probably Ben Easterday. I'm not sure what you mean, Ben. If you wanna text me, that might be better. Let me know exactly what you want me to do. If there's oh man, that's going to be fun. We will figure something out. It looks as though Corin left his phone at home, which means, oh, this is Scott at 3 Alarm Comics. Okay. Yeah, Scott, let me, pardon me, ladies and gentlemen, while we redo this. Give me just 1 second to deal with this. I've got a phone number now. We are in the process of both live streaming and coming up with last-second solutions to impossible problems caused by technology, but we're going to make this work. So yeah, I've got some instructions there. Scott is attempting to help me out on that end, and so hopefully we can get Corin squared away. Okay, so this can do it while waiting. Okay, yep, definitely, Scott. If you can do that, that would be awesome. Just download Zoom, add me at the address that I gave you. I will see it come through, and what I will do is when I would normally get Corin on the phone, I'll get you on the phone. I'll invite you to the chat, and Corin knows how to do all of that kind of thing. So, wow, apparently we have Rol en Familia. I'm not very good with Spanish, but I think that means and family. Good evening from Catalonia, Spain. So we have an international crew following the Love America Tour now, which is absolutely awesome. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the interviews that dropped on Twitter and YouTube are now slowly kind of working their way through Facebook. They're being re-released on Facebook as the Facebook page kind of missed it. But so yeah, that's what we're doing. Treasonous DJ, the Chad just sent me a text that I don't know what that means either. But I think Chad, I think we got it pretty close to working. Yeah. KZ, how difficult is easy, impossible takes a minute to do. Yes, and to quote a line, yeah, thanks, Chad. I do have his phone. We're chatting on another monitor, but I appreciate the assist. Yeah, KZ, what was the line from Mission Impossible? When I guess one of the guys said it was very difficult, but since this is Mission Impossible, that should be a piece of cake, walk in the park. So. Anywho, what we're going to do is, I don't know if you guys have seen Matt's initial interview. If you haven't, it dropped 2 days ago on the Facebook page, a while back on the YouTube. In any case, I'm going to go ahead and apparently I'm going to add it because I didn't add it before. Bear with me. This is one of those things where it's a new trick, and so sometimes I have to kind of mess with it on the fly here. Let's see. Nope, I want to go there and then there. So what I did was I actually kind of got into the video editing a little bit. I'm not a video editor, and in fact, this is going to be, you're going to see the very first attempt I ever have done at video editing here just shortly. And what I want to make sure that this is the right size. So, yeah, there we go. So what I did was I took a couple of the high points from his initial interview with Corin, and we're gonna touch base with him and see. Nope. Lord, I've forgotten how to work this. And we're going to see how things have been going with him of late since the Love America tour came through. So let me go ahead and get him in here. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys take a look at the highlights from his initial interview with Corin.
Your destination is on the left.
Matt Norsher, General Manager of Emerald Pointe Bar and Grill. More about you, so we can all get to know each other. Like, well, where were you born, first of all? Pennsylvania. Oh, no shit. Okay. Lehighton, but I moved when I was 1, and I've been in Texas ever since. So, Texas boy. I like the bar industry. I like meeting a bunch of people. Like now, I'm meeting you. Yeah, man. Through mutual friends. Yeah. You meet a lot of people, and it's just way more fun. I can't see myself behind a desk. No, me neither. I walked downtown, just walked around to a few bars, applied to one. As soon as I got in, I got hooked, and I came up real quick in the industry and decided I wanted to run bars. So I went from bar back to, I did every job all the way up. Bar back, security manager, floor manager.
That's all the best way to know the business, though, because Emerald Pointe Bar and Grill, do me a favor. If you want to come someplace and hang out and actually let your hair down, take the drive from Austin out here. It's worth it. Great to talk to you, my man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, brother. Now you can take me to the bar and show me your favorite drink.
Yeah. Let's love.
All right, so we got Matt online. Can you hear me, Matt? Hello? You're muted, buddy. Okay, so right now it looks like he's muted. We're more technical difficulties. Gotta love this. All right, so we're gonna come back to this in just a second. And more magic is fixing to happen. Ah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. Let's go ahead and bring this over. Matt, how are you?
Well, thank you. How are you?
I'm a little bit having some fun with chats and such and things. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to go about doing that, but somebody has added me as a contact, and I believe it's Scott. Got you added. Corin is here. Okay, I appreciate that. We will get right back to that, and I will make sure that Corin gets on when it's time for him to get on here in just a second. So I don't know if you were able to see it, Matt, but we just watched kind of some highlights from your initial interview. And I got to ask, what did the favorite drink turn out to be that you and Corin were talking about there at the end? Awesome timing for the internet to go out. Hey, we lost you there. So what?
That'll probably be easier.
Okay, so what is what was the drink that you guys, the favorite drink that you guys had?
I think it was probably Rumplemints.
Rumplemints? Oh, we're going to have to work on your favorite drink.
Yeah, I know. Bartender's choice usually Jameson, Rumplemints, or I think everybody's doing Malort now.
I don't know. I haven't been in a bar in a long time. I'm too old for that kind of thing.
Never.
But how's things been going out there at Emerald Pointe here lately?
So far, so good, man. I think after the last time I talked to you guys, things they took a little dip right after that, obviously, because everything kind of went back on a heavier lockdown. But they've come back up since then. So we're kind of back back on how we were before. Busy and good to go.
That is terrific. That's absolutely what you want to see. In bar. So I got to ask you, have you been following the Love America tour since it blew through town?
Yeah, when I have a chance, yes.
Okay. And have you noticed any kind of common threads or anything with the number of interviews that have now been done and released? Have you noticed any kind of a disconnect between what's actually happening and what we're being told is happening?
I mean, I guess as far as between mainstream media and what y'all have been being told.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the same thing that I said whenever we did our initial interview. Mainstream media is mainly focused on their whatever agenda they kind of have going on. When, like I told them up here, it's just not been that way. And like what I've seen is just people aren't caring as much about that as the media's portraying it as this big, huge ordeal. And like I said in my interview, I'm not negating anything that's going on. I'm not negating the seriousness of the situation, but everybody wants to be able to be out living their life and doing what they want to do. And I feel like that's up to them to make their decision. If you don't want to come out, then don't come out. So I feel like the media's portraying it as like, if you go out, you don't wear your mask, you're going to get sick, you're going to die. But I've been working through the entire COVID thing. I haven't stopped yet. And I've been around numerous people that tested positive for COVID. I get tested every other week, and I still have come back negative. I think that's a product of being out and about, being social. My immunity is built up.
I gotta ask, you're a general manager, but you mentioned in your interview that you had basically come up through the ranks and done every job that the bar industry has to offer. Do you think you're experienced in that? I'm sorry about that. Do you believe that the interaction that you have with so many different people maybe helps you to relate to them better, or be able to walk in their shoes and understand where they're coming from?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people that come into a management role, either that's, I guess it changes between service industry and other jobs, but as far as in the service industry, a lot of people will come into a management role if they'll get hired by like a corporate-based company, and it's not the same. You're not able to walk in those people's shoes. So like you were saying, I came up, I've done, barback, dishwasher, door guy, security manager. I've done everything all the way up. And so it helps you realize the struggles that those people are going with, because, obviously once you're in my type of role, you're on salary. And so, the business, yes, I'm affected by that because I have to answer to numbers and stuff like that, but my paycheck isn't as much affected as theirs are if I have to cut their hours, or if I can't have 10 bartenders on, I can only have 3 on because of basic business. And so it allows me to understand more how they're dealing with it, and to be better able to help them, to be like, hey, maybe I can move you to another one of our venues, or it does help a lot as far as understanding what they're going through and what they're dealing with.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to ask you one last question, just right quick, and kind of maybe bring us up to speed on your thoughts about what the Love America Tour has been up to. And while you're doing that, while you're answering that, I'm going to get Corin and the Chad on, or attempt to, and we'll get them in here with you. So, but what are your thoughts on where the Love America Tour has been doing and what we're looking at doing in the future here?
So far from what I've seen, I love it. You guys were brought up to me by one of our buddies, Chris, local down here. He's a good guy. He kind of brought y'all's thing to my attention. I hadn't known about it before, but so far what I've seen, I love it. I love what y'all are doing. I love that y'all are going out there and asking people what they actually think and what's actually happening on the ground. Because everybody all they see is what they see from the talking heads. They see CNN, Fox, ABC, whatever. And that's all the information they get. Nobody really looks at anything else. So I like that y'all are actually going around and asking people what's actually happening on the ground. Real people that are actually dealing with it. And that means a lot.
I agree. I think it's been awesome. All right, I think we've got Corin on. Let's get him in, and the Chad is probably working, and we'll get you guys to you'll be able to catch up. There he is. He's connecting to audio still, so he can't hear us quite yet.
What's happening?
There he is. What's up, man?
What up? Hey, how are you, man? How's everything? How are you? Oh, doing well. How's Austin? Doing good. You look good. Like that beard? I haven't been able to shave once the whole trip. Good. Yeah, man. I couldn't find my electric shaver. And I finally just saw it. It's like, whatever. Good. Man, good to see you again. You too, brother.
Somebody send Corin some scissors. Oh, just kidding.
It wouldn't help. It wouldn't help.
Okay, just real quick, there's a couple of things that I want to mention. Everybody on Earth is saying hi to both of you, and Katso's watching, so look out there. Yeah. There's a lot of people saying that is exactly what they have been noticing. Chad's coming in. Also with the group here is that it's really shining a light on folks not actually being at each other's throats and not actually being afraid for their lives. Most people are out there just still doing what they do, and you guys are shining a light on it, which is awesome.
Yeah, I think that's very true, and we were very inspired at the time that we spent there, and at Lake Travis. I mean, the folks there are just so incredible and amazing, and it was like I felt like I had been there for years.
Hey, Chad, can you hear us?
I can, yes.
Okay, Chad's in too. All right. So I wanted to give, a couple of 5-10 minutes for the three of you to kind of reconnect, because you guys actually went through Austin and actually got to have the drink with Matt. I'm a little jealous. But if you guys want to spend some time catching up, if you guys got any questions for each other, and this would be a good time for it.
Well, Matt, how's business at the spot?
So, like I was saying a minute ago, obviously we took a little dip, like right after when I had talked to you, which was expected, just based off of all the press that we were getting, and then just like I told you, it went straight back up after that, and we're hosting live music tonight. Last night, we're back grinding again. We're still the only place that's open, still cruising. Wow. Good.
Wow, I love it. It's strange here in Biloxi and Mississippi. The live music scene is still pretty active, and we've been to some great shows. This band called Blackwater Brass. You should bring them out, man. They blew out the spot.
Really, you got my number. You can send them over.
I'm gonna send them over. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they're incredible. I mean, they will blow out the spot. These guys are incredible. They sound like they've been playing together for 20 years, and all of them are like college students.
Yeah, I'm down. Send them over.
I love it. I will. I'll make that connection happen.
But yeah, like you were saying, everything's been up and up. Got another live band that's going to start here at about 9 o'clock tonight. I don't know if you can see it.
Chris going to be there?
Tonight is Hair Metal Giants.
A Hair Metal Giant. Oh, Chris is definitely going to be there. Hey, Chad, what do you think? You think Chris is going to be there?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, but people are out on the lake, we're out and about, still doing our thing.
Looks beautiful.
Yeah, I know. It feels good, too.
It just looks beautiful.
I'm under a palm tree, so I can't.
It is kind of difficult to have anything bad to say about life when the sun's shining on you and you're standing under a palm tree like that. Yeah.
Can't be too bad.
All right. Well, it was good to have you back on the show. If you want to do a quick shout out, we kind of did. Anything that's coming up in the next week or so for people in the Austin area, and
I would say just check our website, because we're constantly changing all the acts that are going to pop up over here. Obviously, still the same. A lot of the bands are hesitant whether or not they want to come out, because just like I said, being out here, we have a big target on our back still. We're still getting checked by, fire marshal, health department.
Yeah, they were all over you guys, man.
Yeah,
In the 2 days that I was there, they were there like every single day that I was there. They were there.
We talked to the fire marshal probably a couple days ago, and he said that they're probably getting 20 calls a week about us. And he was like, obviously we're not going to come out and check you guys that much, because every time we come and check you, you're good to go. You're doing everything right. Just like I said before, we're providing thousands of masks at the front door. We're still doing the same thing we were doing before. Just everybody's still just iffy about it, but obviously our sales are showing otherwise. That
Good.
there's still a big subsection of people that want to be out and about, and our clientele isn't getting sick. Surprisingly, they're out in the sun getting vitamin D.
I love it.
Okay, so apparently, just so I can let you guys know what the chat is up to, some people love the face fuzz, and some people are saying, yeah, hey, look, looks like Chad shaved. You need to share your razor with Corin. So we may have to do a poll this week on Twitter or something to see whether or not you go ZZ Top, full ZZ Top on us, or
you can like shave.
I went in to get a mohawk yesterday, actually. Oh, nice! Yeah, there you go.
Well, I gotta hide it because I'm still at work.
No, but you have the fluffier hair. My hair is very flat and straight, so if I get a mohawk, it looks really weird unless I do Liberty spikes or something.
Mine's all laid down right now to hide it. So after
I love it, dude.
there's something to be said for a mohawk you can hide under your hat.
Mine's super long. It'd probably be 7 inches tall.
Chad, I noticed you smirking a little earlier. You seen Corin Stalker too, didn't you?
I don't know. I can either confirm or deny anything about that.
Chad?
Well, no, I haven't done.
Oh, you didn't see him either, huh?
Nope.
I love Chad's background.
Yeah. What do you
Chad's
get?
background
Totally.
is rad.
I have a freshwater pond with some trees.
Is that real?
They're not palm trees, though.
No, these are pines, oaks, and chinaberry.
I think it looks like green screen to me. I'm not sure if you're where you're really saying you are.
That's movie.
Hold on.
What's going on here?
Well, that's not a green screen.
It's like
green screen.
Yep, there you go. Okay. Quiet.
Real quick from the chat, just so that you're aware, we have got people from Beth Turley from Melbourne, Australia. There's another group from Catalonia, I think. He said in Spain.
Yeah. Was that Ramon?
Yeah, Roll and Familia, I think.
Yeah, my man.
Beth Turley wants to know who's the stalker. Nah, Corin's over at 3 Alarm Comics. They've been assisting there in Mississippi with where he's at. And, it is Ramon. So, as somebody that was just kind of shadowing him as he was walking around and giving him some trouble. It's one of the owners.
Oh, you talking about Jason?
Yeah.
Jason behind you.
Yeah, Jason's right over there. There he is.
Yeah, no, he was right behind you, like a step behind you, kind of like he is now.
Jason, what's up, boy? Brother Scott
Huberman. What's up,
Good
guys?
Lord Comics.
Got it.
Chad, I know he's got the best background.
Chad, Chad, you're going to try to beat us with the background, bro? Come on.
Are you nature?
Nature.
He has a
You get a sunset on your ass. We'll just make
he has a palm tree. Matt has a palm
He's
tree.
got a
Well, Matt has a really nice palm tree. Yeah. For being at Lake Travis, it's kind of ridiculous to have a palm tree because it's not subtropical.
in the scorching heat right now.
Dude, that palm tree. You know what that palm tree is thinking?
the bumps are thinking, how did I live this long? What am I doing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What are we
There's
doing?
not a lot of girls out here in the same bit either, so. It's not so stressful.
Well, we definitely are hoping to get back to Lake Travis. I'd love to do some revisits live as well. You know, like actually in person. Do a couple of the cities later on after we've done this crazy experience we have taken upon ourselves. It's been insane, man. I mean, we saw you right off the bat, man. I mean, you're like fresh off the boat. And as it went on, the amount of difficulties that we faced in terms of just logistics, getting things planned, figuring out who we're going to interview, how we're going to interview them, and then we ran out of memory space on everything you could imagine. You know what I mean? Like phones, computers, this, that. And I'm like, so we started having to really rethink it, do things more like a podcast style, streamline it, and then the gas on that fucking RV. Did you see the RV?
Yeah. I saw that Christmas.
Oh my God. Yeah, that thing is, it's like 35 feet, 40 feet long.
There for the
It's semi.
We're all there for the fireworks show?
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, yeah. That was one of the best moments of the trip for the starting was going there and seeing a bunch of people who love the country, who love their neighborhood, who love their neighbors, who love their environment, and out there just blasting off $2,600 worth of fireworks.
Bruce and Mike throwing it down.
Oh, there's a post. I did a post on it actually. Mike's firework display that he did. It was in competition with Chris and the other guys.
No,
You know what I mean? It was like a battle of fireworks. It was hilarious.
Right, you're out interviewing people for like what's going on in America, and you got two neighbors battling each other with like how much can we blast off in our own neighborhood, and everyone in the neighborhood's like, yes, I'm so glad we didn't have to pay for this, but yes, America.
America!
I hope they bring out the donkey and the flamethrower. Did you see the donkey and the flamethrower? I hope you did.
I did not see the donkey in the flamethrower. I think that's a Tijuana show.
I knew somebody was going to go there. Somebody had to. Seriously. So I'm going to bring this a little bit back on track, and I got to ask two questions of Matt. One, I remember that you were too young to remember how you got to Texas from Pennsylvania, because that's quite a journey. I made it from Pennsylvania to Missouri, but that was kind of a side trip for me. But did I hear you mention that you've got a German Shepherd?
Yes, I do have
whose name is
Shakes.
And how is Shakes doing?
Shakes is awesome, and he's being a spoiled little brat.
I gotta ask, are you on Twitter or Facebook?
I'm on Facebook. I think I probably have a Twitter somewhere hanging around there from way back in the day, but I haven't used Twitter.
Dust it off. Dust it off.
Yeah, do me a favor and post a picture of Shakes to either the Love America Tour on Twitter or on the Love America Tour page, so we can all enjoy in Shakes' cuteness. I'm kind of a dog person myself, so
Come on, man! You're just goading Katso right now.
Yeah.
maybe a little. Katso is talking about shaving versus not shaving. There's a lot of people interested in that poll right now.
I'm not even going to go there because
Shave.
Yes, I could definitely post about.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people responding in chat right now. It said, love German Shepherds, had one called Kaiser, that's Beth Turley. Bonnie Bell says, get on there so we can adopt the pup. And Samantha's, love the Shakes. Everybody, it's a dog. Everybody likes dogs. What are you going to do?
Oh, that he's small, pitch black and fluffy. He's like a little demon dog.
It doesn't get any better.
The mailman and everybody else are scared of him, and I'm like, honestly, if you walked up and threw a letter at him, he'd probably take off running and then bark a whole lot.
on his way out.
Yeah, he's a weird little dog. He's awesome.
Oh yeah, there's definitely the palm tree actually was getting some responses of what the palm tree is thinking. Oh, I'm on the internet. I'm going to get to sign autographs, stuff like that. I mean, the chat's going nuts, which is terrific. Yeah, they go nuts with everything.
You could see Vanilla Ice's you could see Vanilla Ice's wannabe trailer that was about to happen. That was going to be the stage.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yep.
I was so bummed about that.
Yep. This was the stage.
They didn't have COVID in the 90s, so.
Yeah. Didn't know a whole lot in the 90s. Didn't have Zoom.
Oh, we had plenty to do in the 90s. It just involved getting outside and generally hurting yourself, but that was fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I loved swinging on the most dangerous rope swings in the woods.
Absolutely.
Getting hogs and Pokemon.
Pokemon was around in the 90s?
I said it was probably bottle rockets, hogs, and
Hogs, oh my god.
Wow, that takes me back.
Some Nickelodeon.
Oh man. Well, let's see what we got. We got about 5 or 10 minutes before Ryan is due to come on to explain the little project that he's got a Love America Tour related project that he's heading up, and we're going to let him talk a little bit more about that and to you guys about that as well, Corin and Chad, and see what you guys think and maybe see if you can't contribute to it. So if there's any other questions that the chat has for Matt, or any questions that you three have for each other.
I'm just excited about the potential of getting back out there and getting more interviews, because as this has been going on, there's been a real interesting similarity that's been brewing in terms of people's lives, their histories. It's really, really cool, and I just want to get back out there and get back into it. But as far as getting back into Austin, I think that it would be interesting to go and revisit some of the specific locations that had a lot of effect, like Hot Springs really did, the Nashville area really did. So far, and then as we go on, once we finish the entire tour and come back around, it would be interesting to go back and revisit and see where people are at, today on a smaller scale.
Absolutely. I definitely would think that. I would watch that.
Sure.
I got to tell you that somebody from 3 Alarm Comics is posting in the chat some crazy things and wants to know if you'll snuggle with him tonight or her. Whoever's posting from 3 Alarm Comics.
That'd be Jason.
$20 is $20.
How much are you donating?
Wow, here we go. Okay, let me check the GoFundMe. I'm checking the GoFundMe to see if it's there. Lou Blomberg wants to know if Corin is interested in meeting with local TV WLOX. I don't know who that is or where that's local to.
It'll be Mississippi.
Yeah, of course I am. Absolutely.
Lou, that looks like a yes, but we'll get with him later on that after the live stream. So,
Much Corin Puke.
There are some people that are asking if I can boost the volume on the input, and I absolutely can't right now. I am actually kind of working on getting some virtual cables and some other stuff that I don't quite understand yet hooked up so that we solve that problem. What I can do is I can lower my mic so that you guys can turn the volume up and it's a little bit more balanced. So my apologies for that.
I could have swore I heard Matt Mauger's voice.
No, that was Jason.
Oh, okay. Must have just been garbled. I don't know. That's something about puking.
I'm here with this.
Oh, it was Jason. Okay.
All right. Well,
I'll do Jason to you.
Definitely.
Oh, Mr.
God.
Jason.
So it was awesome to catch up with you, Matt. If we do this again, we need to have Shakes on. Cass isn't here right now, but we may have to get on a Zoom later just to see what they do.
Definitely.
We'll record it in case they do anything cool. We can play it later.
We want Shakes.
He's not camera shy.
No, neither is Cass. He's actually climbed on board during the live stream before.
I love it.
So, somebody, drummer woman, is actually allergic to cats and is sneezing because Catso's around. So the chat room is obviously a fun place to be. But yeah, actually, it was good to have you on, Matt. It was nice to see that the Emerald Pointe is doing well amid all of the difficulties, and that is a testament in large part to its general manager, I would have to say.
And my whole team.
You gotta have some brass balls in this day and age.
Yep, true. Yep, I got a good team behind me, helping me run everything. You guys saw the bartenders.
Great.
Sticking it out with us, and all the live with the gags, and especially our logos. So I'm totally going to give Chris and Mike that shout out because love them.
Awesome.
Here in a little bit. So. Also, Kevin Shipp sucks at threes. So. Did you guys play threes when you were up here?
What is it?
Threes, dice. The bartender dice game for the shots.
Oh, no.
Oh, well, then you're going to.
Uh-oh.
Like your style.
Yeah. I'll be ready for next time then.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm not sure exactly how to do this yet, but I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and switch out Matt and bring Ryan in just briefly so that we got to move this along, or it's going to be day after tomorrow.
High 512.
High 512.
Yeah, brother.
512. You too, Matt. See you later, man.
Take
Love
care.
you, man.
Love you.
All right. So while I'm getting, I got to invite. I'll remember how to do this in just a second. And there he is. Okay. So we just invited Ryan in. He'll be here shortly. In the meantime, sounds like we've been doing a lot of editing still, and Corin, you've been driving around, and now you've got to figure out how to get around without your phone.
Well, no, I left my phone at Jason's place by accident.
Oh, okay. When it first came through, I left it at home, like in Houston, is the way I took it.
No.
We did a live stream with him on his phone.
Okay, we got Ryan fitting to come in. 1 second. He's joining. He's connecting to audio.
What's up, buddy?
I'm not.
Ryan,
He can't hear you yet. We got it. There we go.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
There we go.
Where are the slabs, buddy? I want the slabs.
Show me the right back to get the slabs. I guess we're going back.
So,
If you want ribs, you gotta come back. I mean, I'm not gonna mail them out. They won't be any good. Sorry. I don't make the rules. I just live by them. All right.
Well, your jerky, Ryan, your jerky only lasted like 5 days.
I'm surprised it lasted that long.
It was delicious.
I'm glad you did it.
okay.
Hey, Ryan,
You what?
how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Doing well. How's life right now?
Pretty good. My foot's healed enough. For those who didn't know, I had foot surgery about 2 months ago, so I've been able to drive for the past week or so. So it's been nice getting out of the house.
Yeah, you bet. How's everything at home?
Doing pretty good. Cousin that's in PT school has she finished her semester, so she's gone for 2 weeks. My wife's doing real good. So I've got no complaints here. I've been following as much as I can, watching the interviews. Looks like everybody's having a good time. Been following Twitter. Everything is it's restored my faith in humanity that there are some nice people on Twitter.
You know, that's what I've noticed on my feed since we started this whole extravaganza. You know, before that, there was so much, just on my feed in general when I would scroll through, and it just looked like a lot of turmoil and angst and all of this. And now when I look at it, it's so many people that are actually just talking to each other. And these long threads that I'm included in, but these long threads of people just going back and forth and how are you and what's your day like and how's everything and stay strong and be, all of these positive affirmations are going on right now. And I swear to God, I mean, that is exactly the outcome that I was hoping for.
Well, I actually do have a quick question for the chat. Are you about to become the next Art Bell because of the paranormal, wanting to go to the paranormal stuff?
I don't think I could fill those shoes.
No. You could try, but you may have to move out to Nevada, so...
Into a bunker.
That's right, out in the middle of nowhere, by Area 51.
Okay, so just real quick, I want to let you guys know, Chad and Corin, that I'm gonna let Ryan basically let you know what he's been up to. It's an idea that I'm not sure you guys have heard about yet. Ryan, why don't you tell them what you guys are up to?
So the idea started on Twitter. There are some people that know, some people that don't. They should know by now if they've been following anybody. We're going to start a Love America Tour cookbook.
Yeah!
That's what I'm talking about.
So the idea came from Renee, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, at Seminole Girl 73. It was all her fault. So if it's great, it's her fault. If it's bad, it's my fault. So
brilliant idea.
Yeah, so for I guess the past day or two, we've been trying to get recipes. So far, we've only got 3 people sending in recipes, but they've sent in 1 or 2 recipes. And I know, like Bill Husky is busy, so he hasn't had time to write up his steak recipe.
Well, no, he's just concealing his secret sauce.
Well, I mean,
he's family show.
I mean, he's going to have to part with his secrets. I mean, this isn't NORAD, and we're not holding the nuclear codes, okay?
I will.
He can part.
I will be sending you the steak recipe with specific instructions to how to work the grill and everything. And I think I'm gonna. The green beans were a big hit, so I'll put those in there too.
Well, Chad, I don't know about the mountain oysters. I don't know if people are going to go for those.
Why not?
So, I don't know. There's been some resistance to it online. It's not me. It's the group. I mean, don't get mad at me. I mean, come on.
So
it just reminds me of the Funny Farm movie. The lamb's balls or whatever.
So how do we want, if people along the Love America Tour want to, if people along the...
Oh, the comic?
We're figuring it out right now. We're figuring this out.
If people want to send in the recipes that they've made for the road crew or that the road crew has made for themselves or whatever, where should we send those to? He asks, already knowing.
Send it to plainsimple.ryan@gmail.com, and that's where I'm compiling the recipes. It's the same as my Twitter handle. If you send your recipe, you can send 1, 2, 3 recipes. Your name or Twitter handle and the state you're sending from, that would be nice too. And I completely expect that Corin in the Chad, because that's what you're going by now, the Chad, you just go ahead and change your Twitter handle right now. And Benjamin, the producer, to send some recipes in.
All right.
Yeah, but my mom's clam dip. It's my mom's mom, so my grandmother's clam dip. I don't know who started the recipe, but it's one of the best things you ever ate in your life, and it's been a fame for every Christmas and Thanksgiving since I was a child. And, you know, most people think clam dip, that sounds horrifying. But in actuality, it's one of the best recipes ever. And I'll definitely have to have that included in it.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna put in the barbecue rub that I made with the guys, and then how I make my ribs, as well as my mom's chili recipe. I'm not giving away any of my jerky recipes, so sorry, everyone's my grave. Deal with it. And then my wife's going to contribute a recipe or two, and we'll see from there. But yeah, if everybody
chat.
What's interesting is also Scott has been taking portrait-style photos of almost everybody that we've interviewed. So it could be interesting to combine the two and have, you know, the portrait-style photos that Scott has taken along with the recipes that are provided by the person that we interview. That could be a really cool combo book as well.
Yeah, if they want their picture put in there, yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of
pictures in there.
There's a lot of chat now in the chat room about what a good idea this was, and Renee is getting a lot of applause for coming up with it, and so are you, by the way, Ryan, for heading it up, because that's not easy either. Victoria Thurman said, if you guys remember my oatmeal raisin cookies, she's going to add that.
Delicious.
KZ Howell says he's got one for pig's feet and turnip greens. There's some other. My dad has a recipe for homemade fudge, says Jen Lyle. There's a lot of excitement about this, and just so that you're aware, Ryan, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a text bar at the top of the screen with your email address and your Twitter handle, and I believe your DMs are open for this. Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, and. I'm following the chat too, at Chad and Nemec. You know what? You didn't want to come in because the dogs were, barking. So that's not on me. That's you. So you get your barbecue when you face up to the small little tiny dogs we have.
Yeah, it was surprisingly quiet in your backyard that day, though.
Yeah, everybody was smelling the barbecue and relaxing.
Loved it.
Well, I'll tell you what, when I first heard the idea of this cookbook, the first thing that I thought of was, because they've gone through everywhere that they've gone, there's been a shot of the spread that whoever they're interviewing or wherever they're staying has left for them, and there's been a lot of people talk about that, and I'm surprised, honestly, that the idea didn't come up sooner. I wished I'd have thought of it, but the first second I seen somebody talking about a Love America Tour cookbook, I thought, what? I can't wait. I want it. I want it now.
I know, me too.
I want it in my kitchen right now.
Well, hopefully, we'll get enough recipes that we'll be able to make a PDF document, and then, maybe this could be used to generate more revenue for the tour and, send the guys, all across the country. Who knows? Maybe we can even send them across the pond.
Hey, Ryan. How have your interactions on social media been since we did the interview and launched this whole thing? Do you see a significant change in the vibe that's been around your social media sites?
Not so much on Facebook, but on Twitter, just the people that are following the tour. They're very eager to reach out and, have conversations with each other. And everybody I've talked to is really nice, except for Husky. He's kind of a jerk. No, everybody's been real great. And I've seen it most on Twitter, I would say, because I know y'all are kind of on everything, but Twitter's where I see most of the response.
Well, that's important for me. I mean, that's if there is a level of at least a small amount of change in the activity on the feed is all I'm interested in. You know what I mean?
Well, I think the fact that you and Chad and everybody has just been really warm and open and just open to ideas, and at least if they're not going to go for them, willing to talk about them. I mean, I've met a lot of people. I mean, we've got a group chat going right now with Husky and M and at Seminole Girl 73, and I'm just going to throw out all the Twitter handles.
I love it.
I mean, that's kind of the idea, in my opinion.
And hey, Chad,
Yeah.
I mean, we launched this thing on just a wish and a prayer.
Yes, we did.
Has it been something more than you expected?
Totally. It's been a lot more than I expected, and it's very, very humbling. I'm so grateful, and I'm just happy to see that everybody just comes together and unites under a common theme of unity and positivity.
Yeah, I mentioned this in the last live stream. Is Twitter, especially, is probably the worst rate, among social media platforms for unity. It's known for being a hostile environment, and when this started, when I started to see the Love America Tour family growing on Twitter, I started to see just this safe space, and it's getting bigger and bigger as these guys go out and bring in their friends and start talking to other people, and other people are coming into this. There's just more and more, which is awesome, by the way, and I'll go into some of the reasons why it's awesome after the end of the week roll-up, but just to see an area of Twitter that is supportive and positive and uplifting on a platform that's known for being the opposite is tremendous. It's amazing.
Ask how your day is first. Ask, the simple questions first before you start targeting people and shouting people down, and, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it? The Chad? Yeah?
Man of few words. A man of very few words. I mean, I couldn't agree.
True. That is not true at all.
No, I agree, because if I look away from our family there, it's mostly politics, and I can't stand it.
I agree. So I do have a comment for Corin. What exactly is a rumpleman?
A what?
A rumpleman. Whatever that drink is you had at...
Okay,
rumpleman.
let me see if I can give this back to you. I don't know if you were able to see, but I kind of edited together some of the high points of your initial interview, which ended with the two of you getting up to go have the bartender's favorite drink. And so one of the questions that I had to ask Matt was, what was the drink? What was it? And he said Rumplemans.
I don't think they ever had that drink.
No, we never had one. I don't really drink, much, so.
So I'm going to outpour and say when he was here, I had to stop him from drinking a White Claw seltzer, and I had to make him put it down. I'm not sure who drank the White Claw. Somebody else said, I'll drink it. I don't know if it was the Chad or if it was Scotty, but I had to make him go drink one of the ciders they make here in Austin. So. You discuss amongst yourselves, but I'm just
cider is most preferable to seltzer.
You picked the White Claw. So.
Hey, which one of them slept in?
Touche.
There is no sleeping in around here.
Which one of them slept in the next day is probably who got the White Claw.
It's Corin. I'm out, Corin. It's gonna be Corin. Sorry, out of my hand.
Possible.
But I stopped him. I stopped him from making an error, and that's I saved the day. I was really a superhero.
You did, sir. You did.
But that's all I really got for you guys. The Love America Tour cookbook.
Brilliant.
I mean, it wasn't my idea. I'm just compiling the information.
I love it. I love it.
You're putting your ribs in there, right?
Thank you, Renee. I'm putting how to make the ribs and the barbecue rub I use for you guys.
And we'll keep doing that. It's the same thing with the T-shirt designs. You know, unfortunately the site that we set up wasn't really that well designed. So some of the prints that we got would take over the space, the main space, when we would go to the site. They'd be like, "Oh, where are the original designs or whatever?" So we have to get a better merchandising site set up for sure.
Ben and I are working on that.
Very nice.
That's one of the things that's coming. Is the merch is going to get better.
Corin, go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Ryan. No, you go ahead.
No, I insist.
Okay. I insist, sir. Okay. Corin, since you're in a comic book store, can you pick me up some any Friday the 13th action figures or Nightmare on Elm Street action figures? Why don't you pick me up some?
Scott, come in here. We're saying this is Scott, owner of 3 Alarm Comics.
Yeah, we might be able to help you out a little bit. We'll see what we can do.
Okay. Yeah, no, just let me know what you have. I'm in the market.
All right, well, I'll double the price and give you half off. How's that sound?
That sounds like the comic book store I used to go to in Plano. So it sounds about right.
It's not Bedrock, is it?
Do what?
It's not Bedrock, is it?
No, yeah, Plano, Texas, Madness Comics and Games.
Okay, cool. All right.
You heard of them?
Yeah, I have. And actually, I mentioned it just because you always have to promote and support your local comic shop.
Well, every time we make a trip up to Dallas to visit family and friends, I always go in and buy something because I used to go there when I lived up there. So.
Yeah. I mean, they're just like any other business right now. Everybody's struggling. Everybody's trying to make ends meet, and it's a medium I love and adore, obviously. So most of my friends draw comic books for a living. So I've got and then the other ones do other crap for a living. It's something we've got to make sure that you support not just local comic shops, but any local business. If you got a mom and pop place in your area, you've got some places owned by some friends or some local people, support those people, give them your money, support your locals and let them prosper.
Don't go to Walmart.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, Ryan, definitely want to thank you for being on, and thank you so much also for putting together the cookbook idea. I know as well as anybody that sometimes volunteering, even if the idea wasn't yours, volunteering to head it up, it can sometimes be tough and challenging. We definitely appreciate you taking that on. I look forward to seeing the fruit of your labors.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I look forward to tasting the fruit of your labors.
Yeah, me too. I tell you what, I'll send you guys a jerky care package in a week or two. How about that? Ooh, nice.
By you guys, I assume it's just the road crew.
I'll send you some jerky too, Husky. I don't want you to be jealous.
We'll talk. I might be able to trade you up for some deer jerky.
We can definitely talk.
Absolutely.
All right, you guys do what? Yeah, everybody stay safe. Corin, the Chad.
My brother.
Be careful. Hey, be safe, brother. Love you.
Yeah, love you, man.
Take it easy.
Take care, man.
Bye, guys.
Peace, brother.
Okay, so, and then there were two. Real briefly, while you guys kind of catch your breath and think about what you want to say about the end of week roll up, what I want to do is I want to thank everybody for being on. And for watching. And there's a couple of reasons. One, when you watch and you retweet and you share on the Facebook and the Twitter, that spreads the word, and that's awesome. But for those of you that are watching on the YouTube and getting together more and more people on the YouTube, Apparently, the way I understand it, Ben was explaining this to me, is the YouTube channel can be monetized once there's a certain number of followers, which Corin Nemec TV has enough followers, and a certain amount of viewed hours. And these live streams count for those viewed hours. So the more people that we have on YouTube watching these live streams, we've already been live streaming for an hour. If there's 20 people, that's 20 more hours towards getting the YouTube channel monetized for this.
For 20 hours. Oh my God, this is the longest fucking chat of all time. But let's go ahead and do 20 more hours.
No.
Off screen.
No. What I mean is, if there's 20 people on for the hour, that's 20 more hours.
Of all time.
There's something wrong with that man. It's almost like he works in a comic shop.
He drove me here.
I don't.
There's definitely something wrong with him.
We missed the Chad.
So
I miss you guys.
We got to get the GoFundMe to the first goal so we can get Chad back out there on the road.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we have
already on the road
plans, man. We have some good stuff planned. Good.
Awesome.
Regardless of my headband right now, we have some good stuff planned. I look like some lady in like India, like.
So I want to let you guys know that I actually tried editing a video for the first time today. It was just that little bitty intro. It was like a 40-second video. I sent it to Ben. He approved it. He said, "Look, there's some things. I have some notes," and he gave me those notes. And now the next one will be better. But I can tell you that when we set up these live streams, I haven't been as active on social media as I normally am, because it's been 12 to 14-hour days for the last couple of weeks just to set up these live streams. Well, now it's set up, so it's not that time intensive anymore. But I can tell you that post-production is worse. You guys see an hour or 2 hours of live stream every week, and that's a full week's worth of work. For post-production, actual edited video, there's way more that goes into it per hour. So as these guys are working in editing and post, and we're working to try and get the GoFundMe set up to where we can launch part 2. Just keep that in mind, guys. They are still working hard, and it takes time. And we're all human. We got to sleep at some point. We got to eat at some point. We have families. We have families we got to say hi to. But they are working. They are working hard. Everybody is putting in a lot of hours, and there is going to be some amazing things coming out. That being said, if you guys want to hit the end of the week roll up, how this week is gone, what we got done, and what we can expect to conquer next week. Don't everybody talk at once, though.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to continue.
Okay. Let me see if I can do this again. If you guys want to tell us what's been going on, kind of give us the end of the week roll up, what has been accomplished this past week, and what we are looking to accomplish this coming week and in the coming weeks.
Right now we're trying to finish up the rest of the edit on the remaining interviews that have not been seen, and once we get all of those done and at least published on the current Corin Nemec TV YouTube channel, and finish off this round 1. When we can finally put a bow on the round 1, and we can be done with it in terms of all of the interviews we've done. I mean, we still are backlogged on interviews to put out, which is crazy. It's crazy. So once we finish up those, then we can say we're done with round 1, and we can start working on the kind of like shortened version, documentary style version of round 1 in total. Mm-hmm. But by then we should have already raised enough money to go on to round 2, which will be Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, into Virginia. We're looking at mileage now. If we get a smaller RV, like we're trying to negotiate. We'll get better gas mileage. It will decrease the amount. I mean, we spent in 3,000 miles. We spent like almost like $8,000 in gas. It was crazy.
That's gotta be great.
Yeah, it was insane. You know, I never knew that you could spend that much money on gas in 3.5 weeks.
Real quick, checking the chat. Rachel Cooper wants to know what's a good time to DM y'all on Twitter when you come through my state on your next journey, now or when you hit the road again.
What state is that?
I'm not sure. It didn't say. I'm assuming it's one of the country band, Florida Georgia Line or whatever you said.
Well, I'm pretty sure they'll be contacting our team through the website. And that's how things are going to be scheduled.
The way I understand it too is I'm getting some messages through the chat that the website is up to date and fashionable. Bonnie Bell is helping with some posting and catch up the trip. Beautiful thing. We do have the on-site shop, and then also apparently Love America Tour is now on IMDb.
Hoorah!
So there's that, and then Octo Tartine, I've got to say this because, and Chad, this is directed at you, but Corin's going to get a kick out of it. Between this stream and the last, I like to imagine that Chad has been sitting in that chair in that specific area since the dawn of time.
Maybe I have.
Like the first Neanderthal.
That wasn't me. That was Octo Tartine. Apparently,
that position whenever he was here.
Yes, he was. He was always in that position.
Apparently, Love America Tour is now also on Wikipedia. So it's
hello. We made the big time.
There's all kinds of stuff.
Especially with Chad spreading his legs like that. Let's go a little lower.
My legs are crossed.
No, he's sloth. He's sloth. Clothed.
He's clothed. He's clothed. Chad is really loving America. That's what it is.
I love America.
My balls love America.
Hold on. Oh Lord,
you are in a crazy place.
Hey, this is a lot of wonderful, good people down here. We love everybody. I mean, it's family.
It's okay, buddy. We'll fix it in post. It's not like it's live.
We pretend to be stupid and like jackasses and all that. But the truth is that we love having him here. We love having Chad here. Good people here. We're going to make some great things happen. And as goofy as we can seem, like we be dorks or whatever, but when it comes down to it, we all have the same goal in common. And I think this is going to be a really good thing.
Absolutely.
And dude, it just shows that you guys love to have a good time, which is something I think everybody that is associated with Love America Tour in any fashion has in common. That is the one commonality.
We have coming. We've got some good things in store.
Yes, that's true. We do.
Yeah.
That is so cool, though, and that's the way that the Love America Tour is happening. You guys got cool stuff you're building. We got cool stuff we're building. Ben's got cool stuff he's building. Bobby Ben has got cool stuff he's doing. Corin and the Chad got cool stuff they're doing. Everybody's just come together on this thing, and it's incredible. It's amazing.
We have a bunch of wonderfully talented people down here that are all wanting to do the same thing, and so we're going to pull our resources together, and we're going to make something really good happen. We have unlimited resources as far as locations go, as far as film equipment goes, as far as things like that go, editing, things like that. We have unlimited resources down here. So there's no reason for us to not make these incredible things happen that we want to happen. You know?
If you believe in something and you've got the tools to make it work, go for it.
Yeah. Well, that's what's been awesome. Yeah, go ahead, Chad. What was that?
I was just saying, build a dreams. If you build it, they will come.
If you build it, they will come. But if you build it the right way, they will come. I have an amendment to that. I always feel like that's a really broad statement. No,
like Husky.
If you build it the right way, they will come.
Absolutely, and like Leslie was saying, Lacey started her nonprofit because of this whole movement.
The Cliffside Project.
And starting the cookbook because of this whole thing. There's going to be a photo book because of it. There's going to be all kinds of people are talking because of it. Because of this weird little, yes, it's cliquish. Yes, it's a niche market. You know what I mean? But what's so frightening? No, let me caveat that. What's so frightening is that a niche market, which is unity, oneness, togetherness, friendliness, kindness, seeing through the blue and red lines that they put in front of us, to be able to do that's what it's all about, because then you can cross streams, as they say you shouldn't do in Ghostbusters.
What I was going to say,
we're going to cross streams as much as we can.
What I was going to say though is it's not as much of a niche market as you think, because what you're doing is something that everybody should be doing. Is with Love America Tour, you are celebrating humanity. And
get that on you, Chad. Get it on you. Get it on you.
You have gone around and actually shown the world the common. I hate to use the word common man.
I don't know if they can hear you from that.
Yeah, they can hear.
Come over on this side.
But all right. But no, one of the things I'm most impressed with, even from the very beginning, even before you came down, was the fact that the Love America Tour between Scott and Chad and Corin and everything else is actually showing humanity at its best. It's actually going around and showing everyday life and celebrating it. And I'm very impressed with it, very happy with it, and proud to be a part of it.
Well, thank you, Scott.
I'll be honest with you, I've heard similar sentiments from everybody that I've seen volunteering and doing anything with it. Everybody's proud to be a part of it. Everybody's proud to do what they're capable of doing. Everybody's got a specialty, something that as I said in my interview, that bit them and excites them. And everybody's got their passion. And when you can have an idea and have enough faith in that idea to launch something like Corin did when he kind of stepped out there into the ether in the very beginning.
Nesty plunge into trust.
Yeah, and then
back into trust.
And then you persevere through all of the difficulties, and then you start not only making that niche where people aren't talking at each other so much as to each other finally, and then they get excited enough about the fact that there's this group of people that are now supporting each other, and it's almost become like this little kind of extended family, and it's absolutely incredible to watch. And people are just volunteering amazing talents left, right, and center. I can't wait to see what comes next. There's no telling.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Brother, I'm not going to be a spoiler. Just wait. Just you wait. Just you wait until we send you the first scene.
Sounds good.
Well, I was going to say this, though. I think that's probably the best thing I love about the whole thing with what they've been doing is they're not talking at, they're listening to. And to me, that is actually, they're actually allowing people to tell their stories and let people know what's going on out there right now. And to me, that's just amazing. It's what reality TV should be. It's not scripted. It's not over-edited. It's not, overproduced. It is actually showing real life in a way that is positive.
The chat, all of them are agreeing with everything that's been said. Absolutely agree. Family, yes, we are a family. Thanks for sharing this with the rest of the world. True acceptance, unconditional love. I mean, this is what's going on in the chat. You never see this today, and now we're finally shining a light on it.
We love you. Thank you so much for supporting. Please hang on. Support when you can. Give something when you can, because we're going to give you guys lots of material that you're going to love.
And that's the thing too. I mean, everybody here. I mean, it's great to watch and view and everything else, but we understand that times are tough and everybody's got their own problems and things going on right now. But this is something that is worth financing and worth taking care of. So please anybody's listening, even if it's $1, or 50 cents, whatever, if you can help give to the GoFundMe, the Patreon, everything else, all it's going to do is just help these guys do this.
Give us $1. Seriously, like whatever you guys can give, like, come on, like we're going to give you guys some good product. Throwback right now, we all take care of each other during this time. It's a beautiful thing, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. And really and truly, support it because you love the cause more than anything. Oh, shit.
Oh, right in here.
Oh, all right. I'm putting Corin back up here. I'm getting off screen where I can run away.
So, Corin, you definitely have an interesting crew there, man.
Well, I give you the big old wet willy. Oh, man, the wet willy right in the ear. Right in the ear, just right in the old ear. Yeah.
So, you, Chad, have been working primarily on editing and post-production on a lot of this stuff. How's that coming along?
It's going good. I'm almost done with a certain video that will remain nameless.
I have noticed actually some cool edits and stuff like that happening. So
big help, sound wise. We balanced all the sound out. What is it?
Artie has balanced all the sound out. So,
cool.
Taking all the sound that sounded like you were in a bathroom, and it now sounds like you're in public.
Sweet. Artie is amazing. Where is Artie?
He's at home. Of course, he's at home. Come on.
So you've been hard at work, Chad. That's doing the editing and stuff. And I got to tell you, I have looked in the Corin Nemec TV on YouTube, and there are some edits and some little special things in there that I've noticed that have appeared but haven't exactly been announced. So there are some surprises that are on the YouTube channel. If you guys haven't been, is that you that's doing that?
I think it's all of us.
Or some of it?
Yeah, some of it. We all put nuggets in there.
There are some good nuggets in there, folks. When we get done with the live stream, you might want to take a look. Corin, how's your week going? Did he just turn sideways?
He turned sideways.
Can he not hear us?
I don't think he can hear us.
Must be that sound balance.
I don't know. He turned sideways and now he's deaf.
Well, and the picture's not moving. So I'm not sure. Have you heard from Scotty? Anything?
Yeah, I talked to Scotty today. He's editing, of course, and I think he was trying to plan some stuff for round 2.
I can't wait to see how much it's going. There's a question that we have for Corin that we'll have to wait until we get Corin back, but they're wondering if he got the mold out of his car. Have you heard anything?
Oh yeah, oh wow, yeah, he told me about that, and then right as he told me about it, the phone went dead.
Yeah, on Twitter, I've been able to put together that apparently he left the window cracked during part 1, the tour that the guys went on, and so for 4 weeks worth of rain and weather in a mostly closed off car, but just enough to let that moisture get in there, and not what you want to see.
It's not what you want to see when you come back. Not only that, I can only imagine the mosquitoes here in around Houston, Texas. They're bad. That's why you see me spraying my off.
Yeah, I have noticed that. You might want to think about going in before too long, because what I understand, you're a chigger magnet.
Yeah, something like that.
It's like every time you turn around, you've got chiggers and ticks, which sounds like a breakfast cereal.
Sugars and ticks, scrumdiddlyumptious.
Me group. Well, I'm looking at the chat. I will try and get that. If we can get Corin back, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I will get that question asked. That was from Leanna Perez. If we can't get him back on this live stream, I'll make sure he answers it on the next live stream or catch him on Twitter. The bad thing, it's kind of hard because I know that you're this way, I'm this way, Corin's this way. We love. They're talking about making that the name of the cookbook, Chiggers and Ticks.
Oh my god!
But we all like being on social media and interacting with people, and there's just been so much cool stuff to do and to work on that I haven't had the whole lot of time to get on Twitter much.
Well, I've just now got time. You've probably seen me on Twitter. I have a few extra hours each day, so I try to interact with people. They've taken the time out of their day to do it, so I figure it's even.
Yeah, y'all know we got Bobby Ben on Wednesday, right?
That is correct, yes.
So we're going to be able to meet up with Bobby Ben. There are some cool folks on the list. I think next Saturday, I want to say it was Stacy Lyons that we're doing a follow-up with.
I remember Stacy.
I got to shout out Michelle, who has been basically doing for much more gooder scheduling what Kat largely has been doing for you road crew guys in scheduling is just making sure I've got the name and the contact information and everybody knows when to show up, and it's freed me up to actually work more on the live stream. So everybody's just been doing a phenomenal job at what they're doing. It's amazing. So anything you want to let us know about what's going to happen next week? You guys got any surprises you're willing to let out of the bag early or not yet?
You know, they got to stay surprises.
They got to stay surprises. Yeah, Bobby's already getting love. I hope he's watching the chat room.
Bobby Ben is great, man.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see this or not, but I mean, they've gone from Chiggers and Ticks and Mountain Oysters to Love Bobby, Yay Bobby, and that's so cool to see. I mean, everybody's all about we love everybody, and everybody's doing great, and let's celebrate this next guy in line that's doing this, or this next lady that's doing that, and it's terrific. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Me too. I love it too, man. It's great. Like I said, positivity and unity, that's what this is all about. And like I said before, once that stops, it ends.
Okay. Well, I think since it's sunset there and it's getting dark, we've been going for about an hour and a half, and it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get Corin back, but we'll get that fixed up for Wednesday, the next live stream. Hopefully things will be smoother. Every time we get better. Every tour we get better. Every interview, every live stream, we just keep getting better.
Heck yeah, good game, brother.
Jen Lyle wants to know, you look good in the dark, Chad.
I think everybody looks good in the dark.
All right, man. Well, we'll go ahead and call this a live stream. And I want to thank everybody for coming. Feel free to share this, retweet it. The more people that watch this again on YouTube gets the channel that much closer to being monetized. I can't explain to you what that means, except monetized means more funds coming from other venues to go into the gas tank.
That is correct, and it takes a lot to fill that bad boy up.
Yep. So we're gonna call this one a day. I appreciate you being on, Chad. And the next time you talk to Corin, if you could let him know that as well. And like I said, we'll call this a live stream. And if I don't see you before, we'll see you Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll
see y'all later.
Talk to you guys all later. Well, that's much more good.